So, is doing work for extremely low pay on websites like Fiverr, Upwork, Fancy Hands, all those kinds of things, is it worth it? Well, here's what happened to me. I was on one of those sites, and I don't want to say which one because I just don't want to ruin anyone's experience. If you could have potentially had a great time on one of those sites, and I don't want to ruin it for you or, keep anyone from doing what would work best for them. I was on one of those sites. This was, I believe, 2 years ago, 1 or 2. Yeah, I think 2 years ago now. And I was on one of those sites. And for anyone who doesn't know, they are the type of site that you can join and get matched with people who need you to do tasks for them. It could be, proofreading, editing, image creation, organizing, creating a chart, calling certain places. Depends on the site. There's different tasks, different things that you could get hired for. And so the particular site that I was on, I saw a request for someone to create 12 Instagram graphics or images, like Instagram post images for them. And I had already been creating my own images for social media, like Facebook, and even pin images for Pinterest for myself. And so I saw that and I was like, I could do this. And how cool would it be to make money by creating Instagram images for somebody? And they had the photos they wanted. They just wanted words and logos, and they had some specifications that were all very clear. And then they just said, have fun with this. And I was like, awesome. Those are the magic words. I have some parameters, but also just kind of use creative license. And I was like, oh, sounds amazing. So I accepted the task. Now, there is a set amount of time for this task to be completed. So I had to get it done much sooner than I would have done, like on my own if I had just been deciding to create 12 social media images. So I worked really hard. I came actually very close to not making the time deadline, but thankfully I did it. I got the task done, and the person that I made the images for was really happy with what I had done. And it has a happy ending in a way, except for this. The question of, is it worth it? The money? Honestly, no. And that's not the fault of, it's not necessarily the fault of the person that asked for this task to be done. The nature of these sites is hiring people to do work for less. So it's not the fault of the person that needed the task done. It's just the nature of these websites and going there to look for work. The problem is, it ended up being, I did the math and I got paid for that task through this website, 80 cents an hour. So, do you know any job that is worth 80 cents an hour? Like the time to put into it? Okay, if it's that or nothing, then obviously I would accept that task. If it was no money or that, I would do it. So, is it worth it? Was it worth it? Well, here's the thing that was worth it. What was worth it is it showed me just how much time goes into social media image creation. It showed me how competent I am at it because there were great results and great feedback, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And added bonus, I haven't mentioned this part yet, but that's where my business, Kendall Norman Proofreading and Graphics, up until that point had just been Kendall Norman Proofreading. So when I got done with this giant time-consuming task that I had to cram into a short time frame and get paid 80 cents an hour, which for anyone international, just take your lowest currency, like tiniest fraction of currency, your smallest coin, 80 of those coins per hour. That's what I got. So, anyways, once I got through that task and made 80 cents an hour, my husband said, why don't you just add that to your services that you offer? And I was like, yeah, that would be so fun. I would love to do that again for better pay and with not such a time crunch. But it was so fun. I just thought, I want to do this for more people. And so that is the day, or probably that week. Probably took me a while to get it set up. But that is when my business went from Kendall Norman Proofreading to Kendall Norman Proofreading and Graphics. So the benefit of doing one of those low-paying tasks was that I saw what I loved to do. I found a task that I could offer myself and set my own rates, and I added to my business, and I ended up, I mean, this is not everybody's story, and I haven't had repeated, it's not like I have constant income from that service yet. It's still early, but I did actually very soon after launching that service, someone in my Facebook group hired me to do her social media images. I think it was for, Facebook. I did Facebook images for her, and it was so cool, you guys. It was awesome. So in general, are those low-paying sites worth it? If making money for you is urgent right now, I would say no. If you need a lot of money soon, I would say it's not worth your energy. You could make a lot more working somewhere else for someone else. Yeah, I would say that. But are you starting your own business and you could get potentially hired for someone for lower pay through one of these other websites and get potential testimonials for your website because of it? Okay. That could be worth it if that's what you want to do. If that's how you want to get testimonials, that could be one of the benefits of doing work on any of those 3 sites that I mentioned. So I would also say if money is not urgent for you, and say you have a lot of time and you need to be working from home for, I don't know, health concerns or whatever, then you could potentially go on these sites and find tasks that you are capable of doing and maybe take all day, like 9 to 5 hours, and, make it into some sort of part-time gig. I haven't spent a ton of time on these websites, so I don't know how many types of I don't know how common it would be to get hired for these types of tasks right away. I would have to do more experimenting to do that. But all that to say, there are pros and cons. But if you are looking for quick money, I don't think those sites are going to do it for you. But again, this is just my experience. You have to have your own trial and error with it. And if you have been on those websites or done work for cheap, let me know in the comments. I'm always curious people's experience with those types of things. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these websites that I've mentioned or a different one that I haven't thought of, and how did it go for you? So, yeah, is it worth it? It depends. For me, I would much rather add another service onto my business offerings and charge what I want for it and set my own time frame. Anyway, that's my take on that. If you're interested in checking out my services for image creation, or if you even want to see samples of I have on my, not my sales page, but my image portfolio, you will see 2 of the images that I am referencing in this story. If you're interested in seeing that, I will put the link to my website in the description. And I also have my free encouragement emails for women working from home or who are trying to build a work from home business. It's the Traveler's Cafe. They're my encouragement emails just for you. Check it out in the description. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.